HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we're looking at something a bit special. It's a bottle of Westmalle Extra. It is a 4.8%. Essentially, it's the beer that the monks and visitors to the monastery drink. It's essentially like a blonde ale, but big thanks to the good man Jens for sending me this bottle to take a look at. Because I mean, this is essentially, well, you shouldn't be able to buy this. The Orval do called Petit Orval, which is once again intended for the consumption of the brewery only. I'll keep that cap actually. It means something a bit special. So, in theory, my Trappist pour, will that work? Pour it into the dead centre of the glass. Slowly, and you should be left with a really nice rocky head. Talk amongst yourselves while I carefully pour this. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think I'd even heard of this when I received the beer mail from Jens. So I'm like, what is that? Is that like what the beer that the monks drink? Turned out it was. I'd heard of Petit Orval, but I've never had that either. A little bit of yeast got in, but I mean, apart from that, it was absolutely crystal clear. I mean, just a hazing of yeast, very fine yeast that was creeped in. Won't be hurting it too much. But the beer in the glass, like a really pale copper head, pure white, nice rocky head. That's perfect kind of Trappist top, if you ask me. So let's check out the aroma. Not the best sniffing glass in the world, but I mean, this is you should use like a chalice or a goblet for this kind of beer. So let's check out the aroma. Oh, lovely. It's got a real kind of like softness to it. It's got a lovely kind of hint of clove, cinnamon, kind of croissants. I kind of think like a sweet croissant, maybe like a Danish pastry, a sweet and kind of like flaky pastry. Yeah, apricots, dried apricots. I think that's pretty much all I'm getting at the moment. So it's kind of got a bread note to it. It's got a little lovely pale malt character to it. Those yeast esters are coming through, but not in kind of abundance. As you can see, it's never going to be the best glass to try and get the aromas out. But yeah, it's got a fragrance to it, slightly floral. Smells lovely. So let's dive in. Cheers, Jens. Thanks for this. Lovely. That's so drinkable. Quite rampant carbonation. Really does quite fizz on your tongue. Lovely. Saison-like to a certain degree. I'm getting lots of lemon, like quite tart, bitter lemon, orange peel, which isn't like the freshest. Maybe it's dried out a little bit. Getting some kind of Kentish hops in there as well. I presume they're using either British or German hops. For me, it's edging for something like Fuggles, East Kent Goldings, that type of thing. So it's got earthy topsoil thing going on. There's a flavour in there that reminds me of lemon meringue pie. So there's sweetness, but there's also a sharp citric bitterness. I can hear that carbonation fizzing away. Lovely balance, quite dry, slightly wine-like, like a Chardonnay, with that sharp kind of white grape. Yeah, that white grape thing, yeah, and wildflowers, maybe honeysuckle, maybe. Yes, it has a floral characteristic to it. At the back end, you are getting a flavour that reminds me once again kind of like white wine, maybe champagne. Yeah, excuse me. See, carbonated, very well carbonated. Yeah, it's got a pale malt character in there, which is kind of like a Jacob's cracker. Once again, that kind of I wouldn't say as sweet as brioche, but maybe like a nice kind of almond croissant or something like that. And a lingering bitter beeriness. Like as I said with that kind of East Kent Goldings thing, there is a certain element of this that reminds me of a nice, fresh British session ale. A really good quality one. That's lovely. That's really nice. I mean, that fly down all that. Very nice. Yes, something a bit different, something a bit unique. A bottle of beer that I'm not going to see very often. As I said, once again, big thanks Jens for sending this over. I'm going to go back upstairs, watch a bit of TV and sip on the rest of this bottle of Westmalle Extra. As I said, the beer that is primarily only really drank on site by visitors to the monastery and the monks themselves. But I think a few of these, like Westflateran beers, they do sneak out into certain kind of shops, and I'm glad this one has, because I'd never even heard of this before I got hold of it. A fantastic brewery, one of my favourites really. I mean, their triple is absolutely top draw, one of the best around. Their double, I mean, beautiful beer, beautiful beer. I mean, personally my favourite. I mean, as far as triples go, there's a St Bernardus right up there. As far as doubles go, their double is the one for me. It's a real storm, and this is following suit. It's a shame that you can't get this more places. This kind of beer that they could do in a 750 and sell shitloads of it, because it's really, really good. Anyway, there you go. That's the beer. Thanks, Jens, once again. I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Cheers.